Hello everyone, today we are going to solve students and examinations. In this problem we are given three tables: students, subjects and examinations. We need to write a solution to find number of times each student attended each exam and return the result table ordered by student ID and subject name. Let's see an example to understand this problem. In the students table, we have 4 records. In the subjects table, we have 3 subjects: math, physics and programming. And in examinations table, we have student ID and subject name. We can see that for each student ID, it has multiple, the subject name is repeating multiple times. Like in this case, student ID is 1. It has subject name as math, and the same student ID is repeating same subject name with same subject name. So in the output we need student ID, student name, subject name and attended exams. You can notice that for each student name we need all 3 subjects, even though it is not there in the attended exams. In this case, like in this case, we have the student ID to Bob. Physics attended exams is 0 because Bob did not attend physics subject exam. That is why we do not have a record for Bob in the examinations table, because he did not attend that examination. In order to solve this problem, first we need to get the subject name for each student name, even though whether or not they have attended the exams. For that we can do the cross join between the students table and subjects table. In that way we get all 3 subject names for each student ID. That is the after doing that step, we can do the left join with examinations table in order to get the records wherever we find a record in the subject name. After getting that, we can count the student IDs. We can group the data based on student name and subject name in order to count how many times it is there in the examinations table. That is how we will get the attended exams column. Let's start writing the query. First we will do the cross join. So select, first I will select everything, then we can decide which columns we need. Select star from students and I will alias it as STU. Now we need to do the cross join. So cross join with subjects. I will alias this as sub. Now we have the cross join between students and subjects. Once we have the cross join, we can do the left join with examinations table. So I will write left join the examinations table. So examinations, I will write it as EX. For left join, we need to specify based on what columns we are doing the join. So in order to do the left join, we need the student ID to match in both students and examinations, and also the student name to match. Sorry, it's also the subject name to match in order to get the records wherever we found a match in examinations. So the student ID column is there in students table, so I will write stu dot student id equal to examinations dot student id. So ex dot student id. We also need to match based on subject name. The subject name is in the cross join table of students and subjects. So we will take the subject from the subjects table, subject dot subject name equal to ex dot subject name. Once we do the left join, we need to group the data based on student name, and we need to group it based on subject name in order to get the count of the subject names in order to do attended exams calculation. So we will do group by student name. Student name is from student table, group by student name, and then we will group by subject name. Subject name is in subjects table, so sub dot subject name. Once we got this grouping, we can do the count. So I will write count of subject name in order to count how many subject names are there repeating in the examinations table. I can write it as attended exams. Then order the data. We need to return the result table ordered by student ID and subject name. So order by student ID, it's in student. After grouping, we will have the student ID in our table. So student ID. Then we need to order by subject name. So subject name. We only need 3 additional columns. So let's write those columns here. We need the student ID, student name. Student name is in students table. Then we need the subject name. Finally, we need the count. This is the entire query. Let's run this. Subject name in field list is ambiguous. Okay, let's see where is that error. Yeah, so here we need to mention from which table we are taking subject name. We are taking that from the examinations table in order to count whether that subject name is there or not. So let's run this again. You can see that it is accepted.